In terms of setting up the business in a blueprint, we had an idea of what we wanted to achieve in terms of the type of company we would ultimately like to create. For us, it was then a process of working back from that and formalising a plan of how we go about achieving that.
There wasn't really a blueprint or a path to follow when we started our business. There was a lot of industry resistance and a lot of people saying what we were trying to do was impossible.
I'd already got accountants set up beforehand. I'd spoken to a lot of them about kind of the finances. I'd put a lot of cash flow forecasts together. So kind of coming into the business, I knew exactly what I needed to make and what I needed to bring in to ensure that the business succeeded.
I took advice from accountants, bank managers and business advisors, and then I kind of worked out my own route, and it's a continual learning process.
I didn't have a blueprint for what I was going to do at all, and I'd just come out of 6-7 years at art college as well and done 2 degrees. So I was just very, very excited to be doing my work, and really I was just pulled along by the whole creative thrust of that, and not really too much of a business plan, if I'm honest with you.
Essentially, we sat down and planned a business plan in conjunction with meeting with the bank to assess the best ways forward, because we very soon realised that without finances the business won't go anywhere.
I also had not only a mentor in my father, but also a mentor from previous work that previous businesses that I'd worked in. And I'd say that probably the key aspect of me starting my business was having the support to feel when I started, and probably prior to that as well, that any questions I had a large number of people around me that I could ask.
Well, the plan we followed when we started up this business was very much that it was growing out of and evolved from the previous business. So our staff, we would already work together for 6 months to a year, so we knew each other's sort of strengths. So the plan really, in simple terms, was to separate the business out, get that identified as a separate business, and the plan really was to kind of bring clients with us, which thankfully we were very successful in doing.
When I first thought of the virtual farmers market, it was very much in an offline situation, and I sort of took the offline blueprint and thought I could just replicate it online, and it turned out that that was probably not the best approach in the planning that I've had. Rethinking it through and taking an online approach to the business has made a massive difference to our headway in the last 6 months.
So I didn't have anything outright that I followed, i.e. something that had been put together by somebody else, but I'd certainly done my research into the market and the business as a whole.
There were elements that were unfinished, that we knew there were loose ends in, and it was a stage of where we knew when we got to them we would make judgments and assessments on the direction in which to take the business, and things almost that we just couldn't plan for.